What if a small action you took today could transform your life in just a year? Let's look at the power of small changes. Imagine if you improved yourself by just 1% every day. By the end of the year, because of the compounding effect, you'd actually be 37 times better. Think about how just a few minutes of reading every day could expand your knowledge exponentially over months, or how a short walk could enhance your health substantially by the year's end. And this really demonstrates how small daily improvements or declines can dramatically change your trajectory over time. The power of tiny gains. Big results don't always come from big actions. Sometimes it's these small, consistent steps that make all the difference. Let's say you want to learn how to play the piano. You decide to practice for just 20 minutes a day, and after a month you've spent 10 hours playing the piano. Keep this up for a year and you've logged more than 120 hours. But here's the real magic. Those daily sessions aren't just about stacking up the hours. They're getting more effective over time. Each 20-minute practice builds on the last. So you're not just playing notes anymore, you're starting to read the music. And even more complex pieces start to feel more manageable. By the end of the year, that small daily effort has totally transformed your ability to play the piano. And this shows how consistent small efforts can lead to surprisingly big changes over time. The 4 laws of behavior change. You can create and stick to lasting habits by using 4 key laws. Make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. Each of these laws plays a critical role in building habits that stick. Let's look at some examples. The first law is making it obvious. It's about redesigning your environment to highlight the cues of good habits. A hospital in Virginia decided to make healthy change by rearranging its cafeteria. Initially, unhealthy options were more accessible and eye-catching, while healthier choices were less visible. The hospital team decided to make a simple yet impactful change by rearranging the cafeteria layout. They brought healthy choices to eye level and made them more accessible. By making healthier options more visible and accessible, the hospital saw a significant increase in consumption of nutritious food among both staff and visitors. And this example really illustrates that altering your environment to make the right choices obvious can lead to healthier habits effortlessly. The second law, making it attractive, involves increasing the appeal of a habit. Creating a workspace that you enjoy can significantly transform your productivity. Leading companies like Google have mastered this concept by designing office spaces that go beyond mere functionality to also be places where employees genuinely enjoy spending their time. At Google, the office layout encourages both comfort and creativity. Each space is crafted not just to facilitate the work, but to inspire it. Make it easy. Imagine you're planning to hit the gym early in the morning. The night before, you decide to pack your gym bag with all the essentials: sneakers, water bottle, and towel. You prepare a healthy lunch to take with you, and by doing this, you're removing the obstacles that slow you down in the morning. This kind of preparation reduces the friction involved in getting to the gym and sticking to your fitness goals. When you wake up, everything's ready to go. And by reducing all these barriers, you significantly increase the likelihood of following through on your plans. It's all about setting the stage for a successful day the night before, making it the most automatic flow of the day. Make it satisfying. The language learning app Duolingo excellently illustrates how making an activity satisfying can boost engagement and retention. As users engage with lessons, they receive instant feedback on their performance. Correct answers lead to points, and completing sections allows users to level up. This system of rewards is a form of gamification that makes the learning process both fun and gratifying. Chapter 3. Focus on systems, not goals. Successful individuals and businesses can often achieve more by focusing on systems rather than just setting goals. Take a student aiming to get straight A's in school. Instead of only focusing on the end goal of high grades, they can create systems for studying. This system includes setting aside specific times each day for focused study sessions, breaking down subject into manageable topics, and using tools like flashcards and practice tests regularly. Over time, this routine not only helps them achieve high grades, but it also builds strong study habits and deeper understanding of the material, leading to long-term academic success. Chapter 4. Identity-based habits. Building habits requires a deep integration into your personal identity. Take someone who identifies as a runner. Their lives revolve around this identity. They plan their meals to fuel their runs. They schedule their day to include training sessions, and they even choose social activities that align with their running goals. This integration makes the habit of running a natural and almost inevitable part of their life. Such identity-based habits profoundly influence our actions and sustain long-term commitment, as the behavior becomes a core part of who we are, and we're less likely to ever let that go. Chapter 5. The 2-minute rule. Starting a new habit should never feel overwhelming. The 2-minute rule states that a new habit should take less than 2 minutes to do when you start. This approach is about breaking down complex habits into simple, manageable actions. For instance, if you want to read more books, start by reading just a few pages each day. This small step is easy to accomplish, and over time it naturally leads to longer reading sessions as the habit forms, but it's crucial to take a small bite-sized step first and not to overwhelm yourself. Habit stacking. Habit stacking involves pairing a new habit with an existing one. For example, if you already drink a cup of coffee in the morning, stacking the habit of meditating for a few minutes right after you drink a coffee can anchor the new habit to an established routine. This connection builds a linked behavior pattern that is much easier for you to remember and follow. You'll kind of tap in on that existing behavior that you have, the drinking of the coffee in the morning, and you'll automatically start linking the new behavior to it. As a conclusion, it's all about the small habits that we form and consistently perform throughout the year to achieve bigger goals in our lives.